Awesome. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on Monday. What is time anymore? We've got Orbit, where we're going to talk about what's new in GraphQL. I have with me Trevor Blades. What's up, Blades? Thank you for joining.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, and yeah, it's a Monday night for some, afternoon for me, morning for you. But a lot has happened in the last week. Some pretty cool stuff going on in GraphQL. So was able to dig up some fun little things. How was your weekend though? What's going on with you?
My weekend was good. Just had a pretty chill weekend around here. My buddy had a going away party,
Yeah.
um, so we got together and hung out with him, and then I showed my girlfriend into the Spider Verse yesterday. I was
Yeah.
super enthusiastic about it, and she thought it was a pretty cool movie. I'm like, pretty cool. That's just but yeah, no, it was pretty awesome weekend overall.
Nice. Awesome. Uh,
How about yours, Kurt?
my weekend was good. First, everyone wants to know where your hair is. And Xander said, "Welcome to the zero all over gang."
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I do it
it
too all over
disappeared.
it when I
It's
cut it off.
here, yeah,
Yeah,
here today, gone tomorrow, kind of thing.
that's it.
Um, yeah, that was actually, I guess, a crucial a crucial detail of my weekend that I left out. But yeah, my buddy owns a barber shop, and so I had to go pay him a visit.
It's funny though, because when it's your own hair, it doesn't feel like that monumental. But then other people see you and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you cut all your hair off." But to you, it's just like another thing. It's not even worth mentioning as a highlight of your weekend. You know?
right.
Yeah,
It's just a
it's
bunch of
just a haircut.
stupid old hair.
Yeah. Also, my weekend was good. Oh, joincombo.com. Hmm. Hello. How's it going? Uh,
Yo, what's up, Com?
yeah.
Join. Those are the folks that we've rated a couple
Nice.
times.
Awesome. Thank you for
They're
joining
building
us.
building like a platform for streamers to monetize themselves, I guess, or to like organize their monetization, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
thank you. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. Very cool. Um, that's cool. Monetization for streamers, you said? Is that right? Join combo?
I hope it's right.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out. That's very cool. I'm gonna check that out for sure. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, my weekend. Pretty uneventful. Mostly at home. We didn't do anything too extravagant or anything. We played some board games, which is always fun. I played, yeah,
Nice.
I played a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, not a lot. I set up a stream layout for a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, so we're actually going to stream our campaign pretty soon. It'll be fun. Yeah, and then
Amazing.
yeah, that's it. That was the majority of my weekend. You know.
So how is the wizard life so far? What is it at all what you expected it to be?
No, hey, what's up, Patrick PY? No, when do we get the Oh, that'd be cool. Matrix. Yeah. Well, we're going to this is just like another group I started with some friends, and then I'm playing. Yeah, so I'm playing a wizard right now in the one shots. I was testing it out to see if I wanted to play a wizard long term. I don't think I'm gonna do it. It's fun, but I just don't feel like it's the right um type of player for me. I think I'm gonna go. I might multi-class. I think I'm gonna do like fighter wizard multi-class next time.
All right,
Yeah, which should be fun. But just
cool.
straight up wizard, I don't know. I just don't like it. It's really hard. Like I burn through my spells too fast. I need to like rely on other things, but I'm just like
Little trigger
fireball,
happy.
fireball. Yeah, yeah. So it's like I burn through all these spells, and then I'm just like sitting there, like, well, here's Mage Hand. I cast Light. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But
All right,
yeah, yeah. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's my weekend, and that's Dungeons and Dragons.
nice.
Yeah, I've been DMing a game too. Xander's been playing it. It's
All
been
right.
pretty fun. Yeah. All right.
What is the out of curiosity? What's like the player limit for a game
Oh, thank you.
generally?
Player limit is up to the DM. Like, so you have the more experienced the people, generally, the easier it is to do larger parties. It's just like a thing about time. Like it's like a I don't know. There's probably some algorithm that some person could tell me about this. But anyway, every time you add a new person, that's a new person who has to go in the round, and like you don't know how long it's going to take to get through something. So like if you're doing combat, if you have like 3 people compared to 8 people, there's a lot of time difference there. So you have to prepare for that. So it's just like a matter of
I
that. I've done parties ranging from generally 3 to like about 8. Um, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's just like understanding that and like trying to help move stories along and stuff like that, and like make sure no one's like sits on their hands for like hours at a time, or everyone's involved in
Right.
the story. It's a lot. So each person you add, that gets harder and harder.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
It's
you,
really
Xander.
interesting.
He said I'm the best DM ever.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, once you start streaming it, I'm gonna have to catch a stream and see what it's all about.
Yeah, well, I won't be DMing the one I'm playing in the one that's going to be streamed, so which is great.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of fun. But yeah. All right. I won't continue with D&D for too long. I'm not going to This is after all GraphQL show. So I guess I'll move on. Yeah, I found some cool things. Oh, I'm actually going to remember to do it this time. Before I dive in, if you have seen anything interesting in the GraphQL ecosystem or closely related, and you want to share it with us, drop a link in the chat if a link exists, and we'll check it out. Or you can just tell us about it. Or you can just say hi. Or you could just say nothing. Oh, or you could probably try, oh, I forgot to fix this. It still kind of worked, but I totally forgot to fix that. So we've got like sounds kind of working as well. So, yeah, you can do that as well. All right. Without further ado,
Definitely like links preferred
links
over
preferred
sounds,
over
but
sounds.
everything's cool. But
Yeah, or you,
if there is something GraphQL related, we would love to hear about it.
yeah, we absolutely would. And if you can Morse code it to me through Bops, I think I can
That
figure it
works.
out. Oh, I'm gonna try something that you suggested. Oh, but I can't because I'm gonna transition the screens. I was gonna try and minimize OBS to see what that did for my CPU, but because I switch,
Oh yeah, you need to control the transitions. That's all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
I think for our purposes, it's probably not like super critical since we're mainly just like doing our videos and like a browser.
you know
But
what?
I
That's
noticed it
true.
made a huge difference when I was playing a game, like a full screen game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I imagine like running certain apps. Like I think about like doing VS Code live shares and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
here, let me flip this over real quick. But yeah, that's could be CPU intensive sometimes. Or OBS seems to choke a lot when I'm doing Photoshop stuff or like Premiere Pro.
Mm.
But regardless, here is our first um, thing for today. First item, bit of news, is that Wes Bos has released a Master Gatsby course. So you can
Ooh,
learn how to
that's
Gatsby. Yeah. It's got lemons and stars and flowers. I really love this little social card, not going to lie. Big fan. Matrix. I just want to make sure I don't miss this. I would love to eventually see native out-of-the-box TypeScript decorators like Type GraphQL. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Out-of-the-box TypeScript for anything is really nice because I feel like that's the biggest hurdle for me in TypeScript is like when it doesn't just work, I get so lost that it's hard. Okay. Long story short, let's go look at mastergatsby.com. A premium JavaScript plus CSS training course from Wes Bos.
nice.
You like that? Yeah.
Hire this man.
Yeah,
Voiceover, Kurt Kemple, voiceover artist.
voice actor, didn't even know it. Or voiceover,
That's the,
yeah, whatever it is.
that's the
I don't know what it's called. Yes. Buy the course. Inspiring and catchy music getting you amped for this course. Nice. I imagine that's part of the closed captions. I love it. Ooh, this is cool. What you'll build. Together we build a website for a local pizza joint. Slick Slices. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. Slick Slices, Slick Slices. The site includes everything you'd run into in building a website today, and is meant to be a nice copy-paste reference for the sites you build. That's pretty cool. So it's not just learn how to build it, but like hopefully also have a bunch of reusable stuff you could drop into the sites you build. In this course, we will also write all the CSS to style the website. Nice. Who's this for? Let me make this slightly bigger. Sorry, folks. This course is for anyone who wants to build modern websites. I mean, that makes sense. This looks cool. What do you think? Hi, Wes.
Yeah, looks pretty dope, man. And Wes is a good instructor.
Yeah.
I think that if you're new to the world of web development, Gatsby is a pretty powerful tool for us JavaScript developers.
It is a powerful
this
tool.
looks like a good way to get going in that regard. But and as the little blurb at the beginning says, it'll touch on GraphQL, and that is one definitely transferable skill out of this. I think a lot of the core concepts of Gatsby are pretty transferable to other facets of web development, so that makes it kind of nice. It's not super like proprietary Gatsby specific stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things you'll pick up. Like you'll get introduced to GraphQL. You'll get introduced to like, you know, the idea of like static sites and, you know, building websites and what that looks like, CSS, like, right. And like, you know, there's a lot of other parts of it that you'll touch that there are a lot of like Gatsbyisms as well too that you do have to learn.
Yeah, I guess like there's some yeah, like when it comes to lifecycle hooks and stuff like that. But the way I look at that is that also exposes you to like writing code for Node.js. Like that's ultimately what it boils down to. Is you're writing functions that run in Node and act on the file system in some way. So it's pretty cool. It covers the whole gamut.
It does lower the bar to learning React as well too, because you kind of have like this index page. You just start writing some React and it re-renders for you. It's nice because it's all set up there.
You know me. My favorite like bootstrapping a React site involves Gatsby every time, just because it's like it is the in my experience the smallest amount of code required to render a React hello world, and then extending it beyond that is pretty simple.
Yeah, it is only a little bit of code. I like we went through it, right? Like the minimalist Gatsby setup. It's just like a source pages index, a package JSON, and like basically that's it. Really.
That's it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so let's see. Let's check out our next thing, which is Apollo. It's going all in on Rust, which is fun. And also, as such, is hiring for the OSS team, so something to check out. But I just wanted to actually talk about this because it's the GraphQL ecosystem, and something that I have seen is a lot of, which makes sense, GraphQL work and stuff being done in Rust. And Apollo is no different, and we're going all in on it. It's already been like a lot of stuff happening, and I just thought it's like really interesting to see all of the work being done in Rust, really across like everything. I feel like it's just a language that is gaining adoption really quickly. What do you think?
I agree, and on that note, Kurt mentioned that we're looking for Rust devs. if you are not a Rust dev, and this is interesting to you, a lot of people are going all in on Rust,
Yes.
like we are at Apollo. Like this is there you go. Prisma is also built
boom.
on Rust. Rust is becoming more and more prevalent. If you want to get on the Rust action, I would recommend this. Well, there's plenty of courses out there, but our friend Chris Biscardi is also going all in on Rust, at least to some degree, and he recorded this egghead in this egghead tutorial, going through Rustlings exercises, and you can probably anticipate more. I just posted the link in the chat, but you can probably expect more Rust content from him, and he's also a really good instructor.
Yeah, he's actually been releasing a lot of blog posts, and then in the Party Corgi Discord, he did a group, they do like adventure groups, which is where people just get together to learn something or do something together, within the Discord server. And he did one on Rust and Rustlings. They went through. I was actually going to be doing one of them, but I couldn't do it. I had something come up for Dawson's school, and wasn't feeling very well as well. And then but I did get to go back and watch the live stream and go through the Rustlings course. It's really good, and that course as well with the Rust by solving the Rustlings exercises is good. And then Prince Wilson. Why am I brain farting on your last name? I think that's it, right? Has been doing a lot of Rust streams as well, so like a lot of Rust content to check out. But yes.
Absolutely,
Yeah, awesome stuff. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and Party Corgi Discord. If you're like not there, you should check that out as well. It's a great Discord server. There's a short link for it that I can't remember off the top of my head. While I look for this other
I got you.
link. Oh, cool, thanks. Oops. All right. Oh, this was something that I think I found a while ago, and then for whatever reason, I never actually got to share it. And I'm glad that I still kept track of it. So let me flip us over. And this is, it's called gqlshare.dev. Let me drop the link to the tweet. Oh, Party Corgi. Thanks, Blaze.
For sure.
Yeah, so essentially, what GQL share is you, like, sometimes you end up with like a query from like a curl command, or you copy it from like the network tab, not very pretty. You can paste that into this app, and then it like gives you query and variables, or like the, what the operations are all prettied up for you, so you can just copy them.
Wow.
This is pretty nice.
So you would get, let's see. So like this would help.
It's to get the formatted. It's to format curl URLs that are GraphQL queries. So like, let's say there's a doc example, and it's like, oh, here's the example, but it's like a curl URL, but you want to take that query and like use it somewhere, like graphical or something like that.
Okay.
Or share it with your team, or do whatever.
Got you. I wonder if there's like, I'm kind of curious if there's this tool, but in reverse, like give it an API endpoint.
Oh, yeah, and then copy as curl. Yeah.
That's I'm quite interested in that, because like like the missing part of understanding for me is like where somebody would get that curl URL. Maybe it would just like be, like you said, in the docs, or somebody on their
Chrome
team
DevTools is one.
Slack message.
Yeah, like in Chrome DevTools, you can grab a network request, right click, and copy as curl is like a very common command. Yeah. That's like the biggest place I think people would use it. But yeah, I would like the other side of the story. That'd be neat too. So hey, if you happen to see this, Luke, awesome tool. Really cool if it worked in reverse too. Sure. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what's next. I don't even know where I am right now.
I know what's next.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I know what's next.
Oh,
We got an article from Moon Highway
yes, we do.
about refactoring GraphQL schemas.
That is what we have. Let me get this going.
So this is something that I haven't read the article yet, full disclosure, but I plan to read it after I get off stream today, and because this is something that I've seen myself doing a number of times now.
Yeah.
And
So.
yeah, curious
Oh, sorry.
to see
Yeah.
what their perspective is.
Exactly. And full disclosure, I haven't read it yet either, which is why I wanted to pull it up. But it's from Moon Highway, so it's like anything that they write, I'm pretty much gonna pull up and read because it's always so good. But yeah, so I just figured we could take a look and see if this is, just kind of go through it real quick and then be like, oh, nice.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I just want to kind of see what we got going on in here. So yes, we have a GraphQL schema. Add to the query. Oh. Well, I'm just trying to like dig through, see what's going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Refactoring with interfaces. Oh, neat. So I guess it's just like about refactoring for multiple different. Well, like how to deal with different situations that you'll often come across and have to refactor. That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah,
No
nice.
way. You can do.
Ooh, what?
Well, I just I in my schemas have never actually written a custom schema that uses the implements keyword.
Oh, you haven't?
I guess this is an interface, right?
Yeah.
So, like reminds me of like JavaScript class inheritance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty interesting. It works really well. Errors is another good thing. It's like a lot of people will do like error responses as interfaces, and then you do different implementations of them.
Right. Is that what Sasha Solomon was talking about in her GraphQL Summit talk?
Somewhat, yeah, absolutely, yes. I think there was a lot of focus on like union types as well, but uh, like those union types could still be from the same different types from the same interface, different
Right.
implementations. Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's really cool, right? This is why I love this stuff. This is why I knew I wanted to come take a look. But yeah. Interfaces, and I don't really use these a lot too. Like I tend to forget, but it's very powerful. One thing that trips me up though is like you have to implement. It's like in Java, like interface, you have to implement. Actually, I think Java you could have optional parts. Now I can't remember. Anyway, you have to implement all of the properties within the interface in your type that extends it. You can add more, but you have to
So like
define that.
so each type would have its resolvers for all of the interface types as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like you have to list each field within the.
Oh
the
yeah,
type.
right. I see. I'm noticing that now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can't just extend you can't extend on top of all of the existing fields. You have to list them all out too. Right.
Yeah. Which I
But
think
yeah,
is
I think
verbose,
it's still
but it's still very useful.
yeah. Definitely useful.
Definitely
Probably
useful.
verbose. But yeah, this is interesting, and I feel inspired to read more about this because this is a clear gap in my GraphQL knowledge.
Yeah, interfaces and enums are things that I don't feel like I rely on enough that are very useful.
Enums I've got plenty of experience with. We should
Chat
chat more about
chat
those.
enums. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
me too.
awesome. Yeah.
I'm your enum guy.
I love it. Yeah, we actually should. Because yeah, like I use them sometimes, but like it's just like until it becomes the muscle memory, or until you like do it by default. It's like I always have to remember and think about it. Um,
Hmm.
oh, and let's see. And actually, so this is our last item for today that
All
I'm
right.
dropping in here now, which is that I'm going to bring up every week until they're not doing them anymore. Is free GraphQL sessions from Moon Highway. So that awesome blog post that we just went through was written by the folks Moon Highway, Eve Porcello, Alex Banks. They do a lot of GraphQL React stuff, training wise, and like, hey, wrote the books on both, like learning React and learning GraphQL from I think like O'Reilly, right? They wrote or one's O'Reilly. I think they're both O'Reilly. Regardless, yeah, they wrote the
Doesn't
books.
matter who the publisher is.
Doesn't
These guys
matter.
know a thing or two. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, they know a thing or two. And yeah, so definitely worth checking out. So this is free GraphQL sessions, like a webinar. Join and learn some stuff about GraphQL. What's not to love about that? It's free. Hey, hey. So definitely check that out. And then I'm trying to think of what else. Do we have anything else?
Um, Nothing else comes to mind immediately. Um,
Oh, one thing that comes to mind is schedule for mission briefing is all in a tiffy. I was sick last week, so some stuff had to get moved around. But we do have some awesome upcoming streams still. I just have to check back with a couple of guests and make sure we're all good to go and finalized on new dates. And boom, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, but lots of streams coming up still. Should check the calendar. It's pretty much going to be up to date, and it gets updated all the time. It'll get updated today. But yeah,
all right.
last week was a rough week for me, folks. Yeah, and then let's see what else.
One other thing that I thought I'd throw out there because the last Thursday we spent some time basically finishing up our interactive soundboard.
That's right.
app
That's right.
Launchpad, our Thursday stream. If you're new to the channel, we typically stream Mondays and Thursdays, and
Yep.
and Kurt also brings on guests throughout the week. But we've been building this online interactive soundboard app called Jam Spam, and so this app, I just pasted a link in the chat. You're welcome to hop in there and start clicking buttons. And if you can still hear me over the spam,
Hang on, I gotta add. I'd have to add. I don't think Orbit has Chrome captured. Let me fix that real quick.
that's fine. It uses GraphQL subscriptions to facilitate all of this. So you can click a button, it sends a mutation to our GraphQL server, and then that mutation broadcasts a subscription out to all of the listening clients, and so everybody can hear what everybody else is.
There we go. That's not me. That's people on stream.
And if you're interested in this project and how we built it, there's a link to the GitHub in the chat right now. We cover everything from that, like subscriptions and mutations, all the way to automating schema checks using Apollo Studio, and
Yeah.
it was a pretty great experience. And all of those VODs are going to be available to rewatch
On
as
the
well.
YouTubes. Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
Major
That was
next
rough.
that's the thing that happens.
It certainly does. Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of fun, and we'll be building something else very soon. So stay tuned, because yeah, we got to figure out what's next. That was a really fun app. It's it's going to be hard to follow that up, but we'll come up with something. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it was really fun. There was an element of chaos to it, which is always
Always great.
good.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely looking forward to the next one. But I'm enjoying these kind of like shorter run, like more. We're trying to keep them brief and packed with interesting topics,
Yeah.
and so far I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I can't wait. I just can't wait to see what we build next. It's always a good learning experience for us as well as everyone who joins us and hangs out. What do we recommend for a hobby MERN app? So what I always try to do, I have a hard time finishing side projects, so I just try and think of like an app that I think would be somewhat useful to me, or an app that I use that like I would like a better version of, or there's a particular feature that I feel like it's missing. And that's kind of what I try to do. Either that or like something like Jam Spam. If I'm trying to figure out a particular technology or part of programming, um, I think MERN is Mongo Express React Node. Oh,
Oh, right.
hosting. Sorry. Haha. For hosting, you got some options: Heroku, Versal, DigitalOcean, um, even Glitch. Where else?
Render.
Render.
That's
Yeah.
where we're
Yep.
hosting spam on Render.
Yep. Render. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where else. But that's a decent amount of places. Check those. None of those fit your needs. Yeah. There's others. Heroku. What else did we say? We said yeah, DigitalOcean. More work than the others. That's true. A little bit. Um, what
But
else? I
if
mean,
you're into,
AWS has like some stuff. AWS
yeah.
Lightsail, I believe, is the one that's like hosted environments.
Okay, dude, Metronix, that sounds awesome. I have a question for you. Are you playing
Ooh,
WoW Classic or the current expansion?
yeah, that's cool.
Important question, but either way, that sounds awesome. I was big into World of Warcraft up until like Wrath of the Lich King, and yeah, back then. Okay, cool. But yeah, back then there was a severe lack of any kind of like guild management apps or infrastructure. We were doing it. We were roughing it, as they say.
Now you can build apps with GraphQL and power your
Mm.
guild. It's freaking awesome. Oh,
World of Warcraft has nice APIs. You say that is
that's
really good.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Yeah, yeah, that's always a good time.
If I was still into World of Warcraft, I would be going ham. They lack GraphQL. That lack of GraphQL, it sounds like a great opportunity for you
Oh
to
yeah,
step in and provide something like that. Uh,
absolutely.
and just like for uh, and I don't know if this is what you're doing, but like I could imagine even having like a hosting a GraphQL version of their REST APIs, which is could be relatively simple to pull off using Apollo Server and REST data sources. Um, would probably add a ton of value
Oh yeah,
to other app developers, and then you could just consume that GraphQL API
yourself. Yeah.
in your app. Yeah,
I mean, depending on what your needs are, like if you're doing the real time stuff, you need subscriptions. Then yeah, you would need like a hosted server. But if you're just doing queries stuff, you could probably get away with a serverless function as well, which would be
true.
pretty
Might
nice.
get
Yeah.
the only problem with that is that if we're talking about a public API, in my experience, serverless functions are great, and it's like a shorter like it's easier to get something up and running. But if it becomes popular, it's going to become really expensive. They don't tend to scale well when it comes to cost. With the exception of, as far as I know, Cloudflare workers, um, they scale better cost wise than other things like AWS Lambda or Netlify functions gets really expensive. But like if you just made a GraphQL version of the WoW REST APIs using the link that I just posted, like REST data sources, and then hosted that on Heroku for $7 a month, pretty inexpensive. It's like 2 cups of coffee, and then you'd be providing a ton of value for like a whole community of. I assume there's a community of like WoW.
I would imagine
Stuff. So
yeah,
that'd be really cool. Definitely keep us posted with that. Next orbit. I think it'd be awesome if you had something that you wanted to share. I definitely will.
I would love to check that out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Awesome. Trying to think. What else we got? Well, we covered that. We covered some upcoming streams and stuff. That's all I got. Other than, like, don't forget to join us for Launchpad later this week. Yeah. So, let's see here. Should we maybe find someone to raid?
Sure. I'm on it.
Nice. I'm taking a quick look, too, for my screen's not being shared right now, so I can just, like, bring up whatever I want. Whoa, what is this? Don't get distracted.
An interesting little thing that happened over the weekend, I think, was Vue 3 dropped.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and little,
awesome.
Little, like the Vue is kind of interesting to me interesting to us because it was made based on this is some Apollo history here, but Apollo used to be Meteor. Meteor had a templating language called Blade, and Vue is like loosely based on Blade, and the creator of Vue used to work for Meteor. So there's like an Apollo connection there that is kind of interesting. Yeah. And
awesome. Yeah,
I've got my buddy CJ from Coding Garden is doing a stream right now. Actually no, never mind. He just ended. My bad. He was doing a stream learning Vue 3, but that's over.
But it just stopped.
Come on, CJ.
I'm not really finding much.
All right, I got you.
I'm also like the worst at searching on Twitch for stuff. I feel like I get like 5 results. I'm like, there's got to be more than 5 people coding.
Let's see, lots of Russian language streams. I'm sure it's cool, but I don't know.
Unless you're in chat in Russian, let us know. We'll send you over there. You never know who's in chat.
We got Kitsa is streaming. We've got we've got
Next.js, Prisma.
Yeah. We've got Eric.dev doing
where's that?
Rust with GStreamer and Warp. Just we were talking about Rust earlier today.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Might be interesting. Building an RMTP switcher that's like real-time MP. Nice. Yeah. Relearning Java. What do we think?
Either Rust or Next.js and Prisma and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say let's raid Eric.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Matronex, are you also are you a Coding Garden viewer as well? If so, welcome, and hope that the Vue experience was interesting. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna start the raid.
Oh snap! Raid has started.
Has a great week. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, however much of it is left.
Yeah,
And yeah, hope it's a good one for everybody.
absolutely. See y'all later.
Bye bye.